few years ago, I met a man who owned everything you could imagine: the luxury cars, the big house, the designer watches. On the surface, he had it all. But one day, he told me something that I'll never forget. He said, Amit, everything I own owns a part of me. He explained that when he bought his first luxury car, he was proud. When he bought the second, he was excited. But soon the joy faded and was replaced by responsibility, insurance, maintenance, bills, expectations. He laughed and said, You know what the price of a Ferrari is? It's not money, it's peace of mind. That statement stayed with me because the truth is, this world and creation are beautiful, incredibly beautiful. But there's a price to pay for everything that you touch. Every action, every possession, every word, every desire carries an invisible tag called karma. And whether you realize it or not, every single thing you engage with writes a new entry in your karmic account. We live in a world of cause and effect. The more you touch, the more karma you create. And the more karma you create, the busier your life becomes. Because now you're entangled in the reactions that follow. Busyness leads to stress. Stress turns into anxiety. Anxiety eventually becomes depression. And the cycle continues. Let me give you an example. Imagine you go out and buy a car. If you buy a small car, you have a small loan. If you buy a big car, you have a big loan. A bigger loan means more monthly pressure. More pressure means you need to work harder to maintain it. Now, if a recession hits or your income drops, that bigger commitment becomes a source of stress. So, while the car itself looks beautiful, the hidden price is not just financial, it's emotional, psychological, even spiritual. The eyes are deceptive. They crave more luxury, more pleasure, more validation. But the soul only wants peace. That's why balance is so important. It's not wrong to have beautiful things. It's not wrong to enjoy life's blessings. But when the things you own begin to own your peace, it's time to pause and rethink. Because everything you touch creates a reaction, and every reaction has a price. Now, let's expand this beyond possessions. Karma isn't just about material things, it's about everything. Every action, every emotion, every word. If you shout at someone, there's going to be a reaction. It might be anger, resentment, or pain from that person. And energetically, that reaction will come back to you in some form. If you gossip, deceive, or hurt, you'll eventually experience that energy return. If you commit harm, physical, mental, or emotional, you will meet that vibration again. It might not be today, but it's coming. There is nothing in this universe that goes unseen. No action disappears. Every choice plants a seed, and every seed grows. The law of karma is not punishment, it's precision. It simply gives back what was sent out. So if you steal, you'll pay in fear or loss. If you lie, you'll pay in mistrust. If you cheat, you'll pay in guilt or exposure. There's always a price. That's why the wise live consciously, because they understand that every moment they're either creating liberation or creating bondage. If you're married and choose to have an affair, there's a price. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. The stress of hiding, the guilt of deception, the pain of discovery, it all finds its way back. It's never a question of if, it's when. You see, this entire world is a fairground. It dazzles you with its lights and sounds, but every ride has a ticket. Every joy has a cost. The more rides you take, the more tickets you spend. Eventually, your energy runs low, your peace runs thin, and you start wondering, was it worth it? Spiritually, the great masters have always warned about this. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Every action binds the soul unless performed in detachment. The Buddha taught that craving is the root of suffering. The more you cling, the more you suffer. Jesus said, What does it profit a man to gain the whole world yet lose his soul? And Guru Nanak reminded us, one who gathers worldly wealth will only carry the burden of anxiety. Different words, same truth. Every touch of desire ties a thread around the soul. If you look closely, you'll see that your stress, your anxiety, your exhaustion, most of it comes not from life itself, but from over-touching life. Touching too many things, owning too many possessions, chasing too many outcomes. The spiritual path is not about avoiding the world. It's about touching it lightly, to live here without becoming entangled, to enjoy but not attach, to serve but not own. If this message is resonating with you right now, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and if you're finding peace in these reflections, remember to like, share, and subscribe, because somewhere out there, someone needs to hear this too. Now, let's continue. When you live cautiously and consciously, you begin to notice that peace isn't found in having more. It's found in needing less. It's not about shrinking your life. It's about simplifying it. When you touch less, your mind becomes free. You begin to observe rather than react. There's a beautiful saying in Zen, the tighter you grasp, the less you hold. The world teaches us to grab, to hold on tightly, but the soul teaches us to release. The more you lean on the forces of greed, lust, anger, pride, and attachment, the more karmic price you'll pay. Each one creates its own debt. Greed makes you restless. Lust drains your energy. Anger poisons your peace. Pride blinds your wisdom. Attachment breaks your heart. But when you live in awareness, everything changes. You start to choose balance over indulgence. You start to choose peace over pleasure. You start to choose simplicity over status. Imagine you're holding a glass of water. If you hold it for a minute, it's fine. If you hold it for an hour, your arm starts to ache. If you hold it all day, it becomes unbearable. The weight doesn't change. Only your resistance does. That's how karma works. The longer you hold on to things, resentment, possessions, ego, the heavier life feels. But when you start to let go, you find that life becomes lighter. Joy returns. Silence returns. So the next time your mind wants something bigger, newer, or shinier, pause and ask yourself, what's the price of this touch? What will this cost my peace? Because peace, once lost, costs more than anything money can buy. Life isn't about avoiding responsibility. It's about carrying the right amount. It's about knowing when to let go and when to hold on. Because the truth is, everything you touch in this world demands energy in return. If you want to progress spiritually, learn to touch lightly, to act without attachment, to give without expecting, to live without clinging, because when your hands are too full of the world, you can't hold the divine. So live in balance, enjoy what you have, but remember, everything has a price, and the highest currency in this universe is karma. Spend it wisely. And when you walk through this beautiful creation, do so gently, because everything you touch leaves a fingerprint on your soul.